This is the all-new KTM 390 Adventure R. It weighs 388 pounds, makes 44 horsepower, has adjustable electronics, and costs $7,000. It enters the lightweight ADV category, competing against bikes like the CFMoto Ibex 450, the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, and the Honda NX500. So does this KTM offer class-leading performance, or is it just another moderately capable lightweight adventure bike with styling that suggests otherwise? Let's throw the helmet on, click it into gear, and go find out. 94 miles per hour, 95 off-road. All right, we're hauling the mail. Woo! The 390 Adventure R is based off of the 390 platform, which uses the LC4C engine. This is a 399cc liquid-cooled single, good for about 44 horsepower, 28 pound-feet of torque. It's got a 6-speed transmission with a slipper assist clutch. I'm gonna do some riding impressions on the engine. All right, here we go. The new 390 Adventure R. This engine is eating up the sand, no problem. It has such good mid and top-end power that you get in this deep stuff, kind of keep the throttle cracked. Makes good power all the way up to the rev limiter. And this is the engine we spent time on in the 390 Duke. Mapping is a little bit different on this bike, but it's just what I expected after spending a lot of time on the 390 Duke. It's very quick revving, very peppy, and makes its power in the mid to top end. It's really a screamer. We're up here at elevation, so that could be hurting the engine a little bit. It didn't have as much bottom end torque as I would like, but it's really an engine that once you get it into like the mid range and past 7,000 RPM, it really comes to life and just continues to pull strong. And this is an engine that works best when it's on the boil. Spin this thing up past 7,000 RPM and it really starts to perform. And you can run it all the way up to the rev limiter. Today, sliding corners on the fire road, it was really impressive of how much you can just keep the thing just like bouncing off the rev limiter, and it continues to make power, or it doesn't fall on its face. So you can just be ripping through a corner on the rev limiter and it continues to carry a slide. We're running the accessory quick shifter today, and there was a couple times where I could upshift mid slide and it just seamlessly would grab the next gear and continue to just slide through a corner and steer with the rear. Nice, steer with the rear, a little bit of clutch work, and with this engine working so well in the mid to top end, it's great for steering with the rear. And then on the pavement, this thing is fully capable of highway speeds. I got this bike well past 75 miles per hour today. And this 390 Adventure R is just eating up these miles. No problem. So comfortable, very little buzzing. The engine at 80 miles per hour is not being strained. Look at 7,000 RPM. It has no problem going, 90 plus. It doesn't buzz too much, and it's not asking a lot of the engine. Even at 90 miles per hour, you still have plenty of RPM to work with. This bike has a really good high-speed stability. It feels very grounded, both on the pavement and in the dirt. Just feels, just glued to the ground. We're going, 50 miles per hour on some kind of sandy, loose stuff. This bike is fully capable of going faster with a more talented rider. Very much a KTM adventure bike. A major talking point with the 390 Adventure R is the electronics package. You have a full color TFT display, 5 inches, and that gives access to 3 ride modes. You have off-road, street, and rain. Each ride mode has its own traction control and ABS setting. This bike, unlike the Enduro R, has a 3D IMU, so that means all your rider aids are lean sensitive. As with all KTM products, the navigation on this bike is super easy. You just jump on it, you turn the bike on, and it feels like an Apple product. You just can very seamlessly figure out where to go, how to switch modes, how to adjust your traction control settings. It's definitely the best electronics package in class. So you can turn off ABS at the rear with this bike, but you cannot fully turn off ABS at the front. You can throw it in off-road ABS, and that disables rear ABS and then has a special off-road setting for ABS at the front wheel. It's not intrusive in the dirt. I really only noticed it a couple times in the sand, and I was even able to do a no stoppie on the pavement. So I was really impressed with just how unintrusive the ABS system is on this bike. So the KTM 390 Adventure R and Enduro R share the same chassis, swing arm, and subframe. It's different than the one on the 390 Duke. This one has been optimized for off-road duty, being able to handle, the hard demands of off-road riding. And the bike was really impressive. It has amazing stability. This 390 Adventure R is a whole lot different than the previous 390 Adventure. The Adventure R, this chassis has been redesigned completely, and the goal was to give it some rigidity for off-road performance, but still have some flex character front to back for going over roots and logs and rocks like that. But it has a claimed 388 pound wet weight, and it doesn't feel that. It feels light and agile, flickable. For this being a lightweight adventure bike, it feels like it rides like a dual sport, you know, and it's not that surprising to say that because this is very similar to the new 390 Enduro R. So yeah, it just has this very performance character to it, but it's still comfortable and approachable. At one point, I got this thing on a fire road up to 90 miles per hour, and it just feels very planted, whether you're going fast in a straight line or you're on the side of the tire, both in the dirt and on the pavement. It just feels glued to the ground. It's just very hunkered down. It doesn't wallow mid-corner. It's just a really sporty chassis that encourages you to push the pace. The new KTM 390 Adventure R and the new 390 Enduro R are really the same platform, just with some tweaks to make one more of a dual sport and one a lightweight adventure bike. Pretty similar bikes, obviously a few key differences. This one feels just as capable. I mean, maybe with these tires, it's held back a little bit compared to the Enduro R. Sliding corners, woo. The suspension is really nice on this bike. You have WP Apex suspension. You have compression and rebound adjustment at the front, rebound and preload adjustment at the rear, 9 inches of travel front and back. And I was super impressed with the suspension on this bike. And the WP Apex suspension is really well sprung. It's got good comfort in the initial part of the stroke, but then it has tons of hold up. I actually have not bottomed the suspension at all. It's well balanced, you know, gives comfort and the faster stuff, but then also is supple for slower, more rocky terrain. It's not all soft and wallowy like some other lightweight adventure bikes. This one really can handle some fast off-road riding. Added 1 click of compression to the fork, but other than that, it was really supple in the initial part of the stroke for like the rocky terrain, the kind of tighter stuff we were riding. It helps keep the wheels on the ground and just maintain traction, but then when you push the pace, it has plenty of hold up. You can jump it, go through a big G out, and I only bottomed the suspension maybe once or twice all day. Woo! Little tree root again. The fork did not bottom. It handled that really well. On something else, that might have been a bigger moment, but that was fine. This thing really feels like a dirt bike, or close to it, like a dual sport. So I was really impressed with just, again, the performance of this bike, from the engine, the chassis, the suspension, the brakes. It's ready to race. It's what you'd expect from KTM. A highly capable off-road machine in a lightweight, approachable package. With the 390 Adventure R, KTM has totally reinvented the lightweight adventure bike category, offering the most performance, adjustability, and electronic features than any other bike in the class, and the price point is $7,000, which is pretty remarkable. And for $7,000, I'm having a whole lot of fun. So to answer the original question, is this thing ready to race, or is it just another moderately capable adventure bike with styling that suggests otherwise? The answer is, this thing feels ready to race. This feels like a rally bike, a lightweight rally bike more than a lightweight adventure bike. It honestly handles like a dual sport. In my opinion, I think this is the class leading bike in the lightweight category. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this bike and the other ones in the class. We'll see you in the next video.